What's good, guys? So I'm about to do something that pretty much all the podcasters and stuff I listen to were recommending against. I'm going to the No Kings 2.0 protest, the closest one to me. As you can see, I'm kind of undercover. I'm Joe Swanson today. I signed up under Joe Swanson to find out the location, all that stuff, all the information. So we're going to go there undercover again. Maybe interview some people, possibly get screamed at, hopefully not get assaulted. As many of you know, I am a supporter of the Second Amendment, so I'll just keep it with that. So hopefully nothing happens, but yeah, let's go to the No Kings 2.0 protest. Let's see what this is all about. I haven't been able to face one in person. I only seen stuff online, so we're gonna get it. Let's go. So we're here in town. You can see the people at the square. It's a Garfield Square in Pottsville. Hoping I'm undercover enough. It's a large group of people, but by large I mean maybe 50 people. But yeah, we're gonna go check this out. Oh, there's the Trump flags. There's a dude with Trump flags. I love it. We're going to try to make this as discreet as possible. Maybe we can ask some people some questions. First glance, I don't really see any young people, so that's surprising. This is a full unbiased review. It's literally all older people. It's crazy. It's literally all older people. There's barely any kids or like kids at all. Oh, we have a small counter protest. I'm gonna go talk to some of these guys. I appreciate you guys wearing the stuff. I was a little worried.
As soon as we came in, we had people, some person told me he was going to kill me right off the bat.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's the left, the radical left does not appreciate human beings. They are the first people to take someone's life, and then they claim they love everybody, but then they're quick to abort a baby as soon as they hear a heartbeat. It's ridiculous. Just to get out. I want it to get out. Conservatives are not bad people. We are not. We love everybody. We want to see America thrive, no matter what race or gender you are. We want to see you do well in this world, right? If they want to talk about kings, Nancy Pelosi's been in for 40 plus years. Mitch McConnell, and that's someone who's a part of the Republican Party, has been in for 40 plus years. They're the kings. They're the problem, right? We have to drain the establishment. We have to get rid of those people. You have to vote them out. We have to stop letting these radicals and these elites who control us. If you want to talk about kings, talk about the Mitch McConnells, talk about the Mitt Romneys, talk about the Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumers.
That's correct, 100%.
For a year or two.
We love Trump. 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 The parents are getting up to Paris. Tell us more. We love Trump. We love Trump. My
That doesn't make sense. Let's get the Epstein files out and see. Let's get the Epstein files out.
17 times.
We're talking that, pal.
Bill Gates' wife divorced him.
The Constitution.
What about the Constitution?
He doesn't even know it.
He does know it.
He's sworn to follow and he's not.
We're not fascists. We love all of you guys. We're Christians. We love you guys. We love you guys. We're not fascists.
Can we have it? If you think we're fascists, can we have a discussion? Hey, Ronnie, hey, include her. She wants to command on us. It's crazy. They want to hurt. They can't hurt. The first testimony says
I don't think you need
if somebody kills somebody innocently, the death penalty should be a thing. Why is that? Who won? Who kicked all of that?
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Bobby Kennedy. We love Trump. We love Benny Vance. We love Trump. We love Trump.
Gotta do better. Gotta do better.
We love Trump.
They're all calling for the assassination of the president.
What? Because Democrats are very selfish.
He prayed for him. Take your mask off. What are you afraid of?
He's nice. He's a nice boy. Not a snowman, a nice boy. He works for ICE.
Highest obesity rate. So you should know we have the highest chronic disease rate in the world.
USA! 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 USA!
We love Trump. We love Trump.
USA! 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 USA!
Really? But we have the highest obesity rate. Don't you care about the kids? We have the highest chronic disease rate in the entire world.
And Trump fixed
Kennedy's not even a doctor.
And Trump,
I hope you caught that on video.
Trump fixed that.
Do you know anybody with polio? It's because we had vaccines.
And no one's saying we're not
Trump
mandating the vaccines.
Fixed that.
Kennedy is.
He's not taking away vaccines.
Well,
do you know there's mercury and toxic metals in vaccines? Do you know that, right? Do you know that my aunt sued the vaccine companies because of the toxic metals that were in them? You could Google search it.
There we go. Engage. USA.
Exactly, because they don't want to be proven wrong.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump.
Trump. USA. 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 USA.
We love Trump. We love Trump.
I love it.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump.
Oh yeah, he's on our side. Yes, sir.
There's no way you just compared us to Nazis. Wow. Can I tell you, you are a part of the problem that people think that we're fascists.
Do you think I'm a terrorist?
No, I don't think you're a terrorist.
Yeah.
So what makes me a Nazi? What makes me a Nazi? Can you tell me?
I'm gonna step away with you because I
What makes me a Nazi?
We're not going to engage.
What makes me a Nazi?
We're not going to engage.
Do you know what
That's
the
what usually
definition
happens when you're proven wrong. That's understandable.
I know
What,
that.
what's the definition of a fascist? If you're going to call me a Nazi and a fascist, please tell me.
I'm going to look it up for you.
Go ahead, you can look it up.
I know what a fascist is.
The middle finger.
Violence, you just called me a Nazi.
That's not violence. No violence.
Referring to somebody as a Nazi, that's just crazy. But you can't tell me why I'm a Nazi. Because I'm not. I'm a Christian. I was a Democrat. I was a Democrat. I'm now a conservative.
No, but you told me, you asked me what a fascist is.
Yes.
And I'm going to check and see
So
if we are
what makes me a fascist for coming here and supporting my president?
Well, I don't think you're a fascist for coming here.
Well, is that your husband?
No, I don't even know that man.
He left.
Yeah, he called me a Nazi and a fascist and then he walked away. But he couldn't tell me why.
But I don't think that's what he did. I think he has his own health to be. You know what? Everybody's energy is high, right?
How is Trump a dictator when he left after he thought the election was stolen? He still left. That's not a dictator. A dictator is Nancy Pelosi, 44 plus years. Mitch McConnell, that's staying in power. That's your true king.
Tell me what you think a fascist
He's not
is.
grabbing the power.
You were throwing that word around.
She just had to look up the word fascist to know what it is.
Now,
Go ahead.
tell me, no, I know what it is, but I want to have the right words. I even look up spellings of words. Tell me what you think a fascist is.
I'm asking you. You're not going to spin this on me. This is a civil conversation. I asked you what makes. You said I was. He said I was a fascist.
They're on the stage.
They're on the stage.
Over here.
Go over there.
Go ahead.
You're good.
Okay.
That guy.
Who believes in and supports fascism, a far-right, authoritarian political ideology. The term is also used more broadly to describe someone with dictatorial tendencies or extreme
Okay,
right
so
views.
may I please ask you a question? Taking Bobby Kennedy off the ballot, that is a form of fascism. Taking Donald Trump off the ballot is a form of fascism, right? Wait. Suppressing the Hunter Biden laptop story on Twitter and Facebook.
But you believe those stories.
But it's true. There's physical proof.
It's not true.
Bobby Kennedy was just ripped off our ballot.
Donald Trump asked him to get off the ballot.
No,
and
he did
support
not.
him.
No, he did not. He asked him to endorse him, and that was actually Charlie Kirk who brought that around. They took his name off the ballot. That is a form of fascism, controlling, having one name on a ballot. Go to Russia, go to China. What did they do there?
And then when Bobby Kennedy wanted to be, they put him on the ballot, and then he wanted to be removed to support Trump, and they refused to remove him from the ballot.
There are rules in this system. There are rules.
Yes, and the rules were all followed.
I met Bobby Kennedy. The rules were followed, right?
All right, I want to tell you something. I can't argue something that I'm not fully informed about.
So give me a topic that you're fully informed about, and we can have a discussion.
Oh, I'm fully informed about goodwill. I'm fully informed about welcoming and including my fellow human beings and neighbors. I'm fully informed about love thy neighbor as yourself and love your enemies.
And I appreciate that.
I'm fully informed that when ICE came for Jesus, they tortured him and crucified him. And that's what I'm seeing now.
But that's not what's happening.
That is what's happening.
That's not
I saw a
what's
video of a woman having her clothes ripped off of her by ICE agents. Did you see that? You're on the side of kindness, mercy, inclusion, and generosity, or you're on the side of hatred and cruelty.
So I love Trump because.
Can I ask where you see the hatred coming from?
I love making people healthy. The fact that we have the highest chronic disease rate in the entire world.
No one believes anyone's better. It's just when someone is illegal and refuses to follow the laws within our country.
Jesus said, "Give to Caesar the things that are Caesar, and to God
Yes,
the
but he
things that are
also
God."
said, follow the laws of the land.
And these people are, many of them. You think that only
Not
illegals are being
not
allowed?
one citizen was arrested
That's
by
not
ICE.
true. That's
Yes,
not
it is.
true. They've
Yes,
been-
it is. Not
they've
one
been
citizen
and
was
taken
arrested.
into custody. So
That is
we are
incorrect.
obviously getting our information from different sources. You trust your source.
Yes, you need to look at both
I
sides.
trust mine. I do. I watch Fox News and I get horrified.
Yes, but
they
there
had
is
to pay
absolutely
a
no.
$750 million fine.
How much did CNN and
for lying.
MSNBC have to pay?
They did not. They paid
Yes,
Trump
they
to
paid
get safe.
billions to the Trump Presidential Library because of defamation and lying against the Trump.
In order to
That is
escape
incorrect.
his silencing them.
No.
So
They paid because they were
I know
liable.
you're going to be using and posting this somewhere, and I know that you have the ability
Yes, I put
to
the full.
edit.
I put the full video.
Here's what
I will
wish
not
you-
edit anything.
I wish you to look at people, to go to those places where ICE are and see how they treat people, to look at the videos online.
Yes, I have seen
A woman
videos of
had
how
her
they treat
clothes
people.
ripped off of her. 6 men, 2 of them pulling the pants
If you
off
resist
of her.
arrest-
You don't rip clothes off people.
If you resist arrest
6
and
men,
someone is going
1
away,
oh my
that is
God.
incorrect. But
No,
yes,
no, that is not incorrect. That is inhuman. It is inhuman to
if
string
it was
someone-
happening, it's inhuman. But
It was.
yeah.
Tell you right now that we are allowed to have disagreements, and a lot of conservatives have disagreements with Trump, right? I would love, there was a guy here who was deported who worked here for 30 plus years in Pottsville. I want him to stay, he participated, right? But conservatives can see disagreements in our party. Democrats can't. They won't cross party lines. Look what happened to the last guy that crossed your party lines, John Fetterman. You guys don't even accept him anymore as a senator.
So the march on the Capitol, you believe that was right? The march on the Capitol?
The march on Capitol, January 6th? I think everybody should have a voice, yes. And we're uncovering now that there were undercover agents that were I mean, if you watch some of the security footage, police were encouraging them to run in. You have to understand, January 6th, you're allowed to protest, just like you guys are doing now, right? But when there are undercover FBI agents who are encouraging people to storm
I
the
see
Capitol.
more violence from the Republicans there.
Okay, I can tell you this right now. One of our people, Charlie Kirk, who just recently passed away, right? That was a crime from the radical left. That Tyler Robinson was trans, right? And he had a radical ideology and beliefs, right? My next thing is President Trump. President Trump was shot at. And they're going to try to tell you, oh, he was a conservative. Why? Because he had a conservative t-shirt on? That's nonsense. The conservatives, right now, I would like you to go to the next Trump rally, and I want you to go and say you're a Democrat and watch how much love is shown to you. As soon as I walked in here, somebody told me that I should die or get hit by a car, right? You guys are the party of violence, and maybe not specifically you, but the Democrats are, yes. The Democratic cities are overrun. I mean, look at the crime that happens in Philadelphia, look at Chicago, right? And then go to the Republican cities. The crime's nowhere near as bad.
Okay. It is what it is. Let's hope.
And I do stand behind that 100%. Okay. Trump will be coming around for the campaign for Stacey Garrity, even if you do not agree. I honestly, firsthand, did not expect any Trump supporters to be here. I just came to film and see what one of these protests were. I seen what they were online. I wanted to see in person if it was true what I've been seeing. If you would go to and I've have other Democrat friends that did the same thing. They hate Trump with a passion. They went to a rally and they're like, I don't agree with Trump, but I'm surprised people didn't yell at me and scream at me and throw stuff at me.
So many Republican friends that changed parties. There's something going on, guys. I hope you would see it. I know you don't right now.
But can I tell you, I was a lifelong Democrat.
Okay, yeah.
I love the Democratic Party, and especially in Schuylkill County. John F. Kennedy sat right here, right? President Kennedy sat right here and gave an address because the coal region area was loved by the Democrats. The Democrats always helped us. They helped us with our protests, right? The Democratic Party is no longer the party of the people. I want you to know that.
I have to disagree with you.
Okay, but listen. We could always have disagreements, but I offer to come to a Trump rally, and I want you to experience it. And I want you to show the love.
I'll do that. I'll walk around and do that and see what happens. But okay, guys.
We're gonna do it. It was nice talking to you.
You too.
You stay safe, okay?
Yep.
Biden was my president. I had to deal with it for 4 years. Did I not?
Yeah.
I did.
You did, but y'all will be the
We love Trump. USA! USA! love Trump, we love Bobby Kennedy, and let's go unite.
There's only two genders. Yeah, there's only two genders too.
Yes, sir.
Parents are great. Parents are great. Have you ever bought real maple syrup?
Oh, he's back! The pedophile's back! Yeah, you want
This is not communism. It is communism. It is not communism.
You're back in your car. You're holding the You're impeding traffic. I'll find you on Megan's law. I'll find you on Megan's law.
That dude's gonna waste all his gas. He ain't gonna be able to afford his.
That is a form of communism.
State issue.
You just called me a communist.
No. I said this is communism.
This is not communism.
I didn't call you a communist.
I am going to take it personally when people call me a Nazi or a communist.
No, I didn't say that.
Real fascism is taking someone's name off a ballot.
This is communism. What we're experiencing
How
now.
how is this communism?
Because you're taking $1 from me and you're giving it to somebody else.
That's the you're a Democrat. That's a democratic ideology.
No, it's not a democratic ideology.
Universal free health care. Who is going to pay for that?
Ultranationalism, taxes.
And shouldn't we all pay for universal free health care?
How about that $20 billion
What's so bad about that?
How do you feel about that?
But we're not going to talk about Ukraine, right?
No,
the money that you guys sent to Ukraine.
Ukraine was invaded by a
And we're
foreign
still
country
sending to Ukraine.
And
we are still sending. What has changed?
That's not an answer. What do you feel about
why
the
was
$20
that
billion
America's? Why did America have to give the money?
Why do you
look at our
say
gas.
to somebody else
Look at
you're
our
not
food.
answering my
Has he fixed
question?
it? No,
And then
that's
you
the
don't.
point here.
I just can't believe you call this regime communism.
How do you feel about
when
the
real
$20
communism is
billion
ripping someone's name
going
off a
to
ballot?
Argentina?
That's
But
crazy.
those are state issues.
That is communism.
not-
That
How
was
do you
your party.
feel
Okay, I'll
about
give
the
you. Okay, let me give you this.
$20
It's communism in
going to
Minnesota, and it's communism
Argentina.
where that's happening. It's not happening
It was
here.
happening all over the country.
It's
Bobby
not happening
Kennedy
here.
couldn't get his name
How
on
do
the
you
ballot, and then he
feel
couldn't get it off.
about
he's
the
a nut.
$20 billion
What?
going
He's
to
a nut
Argentina?
job.
Who? Trump or Bobby Kennedy?
No, Kennedy,
How
not
do you
Trump.
feel
Why is
about
Kennedy a nut job?
the
Because he believes in all these
$20
unproven
billion going to
theories
Argentina.
that don't hold water.
And what theories?
Vaccines.
How do you
Vaccines
feel
have
are you-
millions of lives.
are you aware-
I'm vaccinated.
Okay.
I'm vaccinated.
Are you aware that there's heavy toxic metals in vaccines?
There's heavy
How
toxic
do
metals
you
in
feel
everything.
Okay, so that gives you the right to put a baby who's 12
How do you
hours
feel
old.
Now
about
gonna
the $20
live
billion?
as opposed
How do
to
you
No
feel
one's,
about the
no
$20
one's
billion
telling you you can
going
get
to
your
Argentina?
vaccines. No one's telling you, but I can tell you
How
this.
do you feel about the $20 billion going to
I
Argentina?
What about the $1 billion that Biden sent to Ukraine?
No,
Wait, we're still
that
sending
was
money
a
to
war,
Ukraine.
and
My point is what has
promised
changed.
when they let
This
go of
guy
their
comes in
nuclear
with big
weapons,
mouths,
you-
and he's going to change
when
everything.
Ukraine let go
We're
of
still
their
sending
nuclear
money to
weapons, we
Ukraine.
promised
You called
we would
Bobby
support
Kennedy a
them
nutcase
in any war
when we have the
situation.
highest chronic disease
And
rate
that
in
was
the world.
not Biden.
We have the highest obesity rate.
Ukraine
And who's making a
released
change in
its
our foods
nuclear
about that?
power
It has
with the
nothing to
promise
do
of
with-
protection.
So
It has to do with
red number,
lifestyle.
How do you
the
feel
synthetic
about
dyes,
the
the high
$20
fructose corn
billion
syrup, the sucralose,
going to
that has nothing to do with our health.
Very little. Lifestyle.
Very little.
What about smoking?
How do you
what about
feel
drugs? What
about
about
the
exercise?
$20 billion
What about
going
overeating?
to
I'm
Argentina?
we can legislate all
convinced
that.
What about?
that the chemicals in our
That's
food that are
your
banned in
money.
other countries. Do you
That's
know Domino's
our money.
pepperoni was going to be banned in
Being
Japan
sent
because of
to
the chemicals that were
Argentina
used in
to
it?
prop up
But you're okay with
a
eating that.
government. Yes.
Bobby Kennedy wants. You're okay with eating that.
Why are you talking about
All
this
I know-
history? What about the $20 billion Trump
And
was
what-
sending to
Cutting the government
Argentina?
programs, the Food and Drug Administration, the Environmental Protection.
Are you aware of the ban?
the
Bobby
US
Kennedy put a
Department of
ban on it.
Agriculture.
It's
Bobby
so
Kennedy
funny.
is nuts, and actually,
What
that-
about
that's
the
not the
$20
argument.
billion
how is
The
it-
that is being
regulations
sent to
that actually
Argentina?
control our food supply need to be
Or
stronger.
it could be
Donald
because
Trump
Hershey uses
making
petroleum in
billions
peanut
on
butter cups.
Your arguments
Right?
make no sense.
How do
my
they make
friend.
no
What
sense?
about
There are
the
studies that are
president
linking. We have the highest
selling
obesity rate in the
things
United
from
States,
How do you
in the
control
world.
what's in the food then? If you got the
What about
FDA,
You
if
put
got
bans
the
on
FDA,
synthetic dyes like other
being
countries have
sent
done.
Do you think that we're working on that?
We did
Do you
actually.
think that Republicans are working on
Yes,
that?
we already did
Seriously?
ban them at the end of next year. They're banned. Walmart just announced that Great Value is switching their ingredients. Steak and Shake went back to beef tallow. Right? You shouldn't be penalized for wanting to eat a little bit of fast food. And yes, they did put a ban in. Go look at fruit by the foot and fruit roll-ups. Okay, I will bet you $200 if you go to Walmart.
How do you feel about the $1.5 trillion Democrats are trying to make you pay for free health care for illegals, which is why they shut down? Have you read the bill on Senate.gov?
Let me ask you this question.
Have you read the bill on Senate.gov?
And you responded with a question on an issue you want to ask me about in order to try to trip me up.
But yes, you've been saying it 20 times.
What do you think about the
Stop.
$20 billion being sent to Argentina to prop up their economy?
How do you feel about paying $1.5 trillion to pay for free health care for
That's what I've
illegals?
noticed about you guys. You come back with questions. I ask first, and you don't answer.
How do you feel about it?
$20 billion.
How do you feel about $1.5 trillion? And Democrats shutting down our government to provide free health care? Yes, it is. If you look at the bill from the Senate, they are repealing the bill that Trump put into place on July 4th. Yes, but they need 60. They need 60 to pass. There is only 53 Republicans.
You send me a bill for the product that I purchased.
Has not been seated in the House of Representatives.
Because there's a current government shutdown and the House is not in session. They did not.
They did. Even Mike Johnson admitted.
Have a nice day.
We are waiting on the Senate, so the House has no reason to be in, and the government is shut down.
My tax money is paying salaries for people who are skipping work.
Yes, they are skipping work because they refuse to make you pay $1.5 trillion to fund free health care for illegals.
I hope you get the country you wish for.
Oh, we do right now.
The country you wish for, and then I hope you can survive it because the reality
I love it. I'm bringing $4,000 more home every year due to the biggest tax cuts in American history. Prices are down. Gas is the lowest it's been in over 5 years. Costs are down, the lowest they've been in over 5 years. It's amazing.
Millionaires making more.
Why is the price of gas down? The price of oil is down. Why is the price of oil down?
Because we are drilling in the United States once again.
We were drilling in the United States in the previous administration.
We were not. The Keystone Pipeline was shut down by Joseph Biden, costing countless Americans jobs.
Keystone has nothing to do with drilling. It is supply. It's infrastructure.
Biden had more oil coming in our country.
That is 100% incorrect.
It's not incorrect, but we get different facts.
The data from the
U.S. We drill within the United States, which helps us, which Biden refused to drill in the United States.
You understand that the U.S. Energy Administration reported record oil output.
So then why was gas higher than during Biden's administration than any time?
If I buy oil futures out 12 months from... I'm sorry, go.
Foreign entities raised the prices on the barrel money so that
they do,
raise the gas.
It's complicated, though. It's not It's not Trump's fault.
It's Trump's policies that the prices are cheaper for gas within our country.
It's a worldwide market. How do we influence the price of an oil that's imported from Ethiopia?
Because we are doing more onshore drilling within the United States.
It goes into a worldwide market. It goes out on the market like plywood, like a lot of other commodities. It's a commodity. Do you understand commodity?
But yes, there's a reason that gas is cheaper under Trump, both terms, than it is for Biden. The lowest gas was under President Biden was $3.50 a gallon. The lowest it was under Trump was $2.03 a gallon.
That's true, but it has nothing to do with either president.
During a lot of the COVID, when all the supply and demand.
Biden was president for COVID for 6 months. Or Trump was for 6 months.
Drilling. The spot price of a barrel of oil was negative in April of 2022.
Yes, the end of Trump's term. Biden was president through all of COVID.
Excuse me. When all of the things shut down and there was no supply and demand, the prices of gas dropped dramatically.
Yes, but they still were not as low as they are right now.
So I have a question for you. How do you feel about the $20 billion being given to Argentina?
How do you feel about paying $1.5 trillion for free health care for criminals in our country? No, it isn't. Again, if you read on Senate.gov, the one big beautiful bill that was passed on July 4th, 2025, it stripped funding for free health care. The bill that gave Americans that make less than $100,000 a year an extra $4,000 take-home pay.
I hope you enjoy it.
You're wrong.
Meanwhile, $20 billion of my tax money.
And
is going to
$1.5
prop
trillion
up Argentina.
of your money is about to go to fund free health care for criminals in our country.
It's not going anywhere. It's still sitting, waiting, and being.
Yes, because Democrats have voted against it, have voted for it, and Democrats voted to shut down the government 9 times thus far.
His opinion about my tax money, his tax money, $20 billion going to Argentina. I'm sorry you have no opinion on that. I think it's important.
Well, yeah, $1.5 trillion is important as well, but I appreciate that.
$1.5 trillion being paid to those criminals.
Taxpayers.
In what manner?
Taxpayer funding.
For the federal funding of healthcare.
Yes.
So that means that if they cut that funding, a state, any state, the state of Pennsylvania, the state of California, is free to continue funding their healthcare systems, and they are free to continue to provide healthcare to people that I agree shouldn't be getting it. It has nothing to do with that one big beautiful bill.
Yes, it does. The one big beautiful bill cut funding for health care for illegals within our country who are receiving free health care.
In the first place,
yes, they were.
Unless the state gave it to them. Okay,
no, the state has nothing to do with it.
You know what? I just met your lovely son.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to ask you.
Yeah.
That was probably the wildest argument I've ever had. He said, he goes, well, Trump made a comment about transgender people not owning guns. And I said, yes, a mental health disorder. You're not allowed to carry guns. That's a fact.
Exactly.
Like, if you have a history of depression or being on antidepressants, you can't get a gun in the
Exactly. Oh, there you go.
Let's go, Johnny! We love you! We love Trump!
You won't have health care.
You're right in front of you. You're no patriot. Get going. You guys are just haters. USA! USA!
We love Trump! We love you! We love Trump! We love Trump!
But it's okay when Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, look how much money Trump's made this year. Yes. Oh, he's made
Can I ask you a question?
times more than Nancy Pelosi.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So what about the corrupt rhinos on both sides of the parties that make money off the Afghanistan war? We're not going to talk about that.
Trump is so happy you're doing that. He's making so much money.
How much money did Nancy Pelosi make off the Ukrainian war? Google search that. And Mitch McConnell.
Good for you for lining his
Remember that.
pockets.
In the billions.
This is just funny. I love it, bro.
I love talking to people. I want to be able to persuade people and get them to vote Republican.
This guy's back again.
Is he?
Turn around.
Oh, jeez.
Giving away your tax money so he can get it back.
Well, you just said I didn't have health care.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it okay?
Talk to me. Talk to me civilly, all right?
Do you live in this area?
Yeah, I do.
Is it okay if I let can I sign you up to let an illegal immigrant live with you?
Hey, he said we can.
That's okay. No, I mean,
It's okay, miss.
You can relax. You can relax.
It's okay. You don't need to be like a fascist. You can let us talk.
So, the Democrats were giving illegal immigrants money, right? Were they not?
I don't think so. It's illegal. It is illegal to give illegal immigrants health care. It's illegal. It's illegal.
My aunt was in New York City. During COVID, the illegal immigrants were getting phones and they were staying in hotels, luxury hotels too.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
We were paying for that. That came out of our taxpayer money.
Okay. Well, listen. Here's what's going on here. You know what? You may be right about that, but if you're right about that, at least people who need help are getting money. Here's what's going on with Trump.
Let
me finish. You had your say. Let me just finish my thought. He's giving away your tax money to a dictator in Argentina. Well, Argentina is selling grain to the Chinese because Trump has ruined the sale of our own farmers. He's giving them $20 billion, and you know what? When that $20 billion is in Argentina, let me just finish the thought, and then you can respond. When that $20 billion is going to Argentina, that billion
my
can do
son.
whatever he wants to. And you know what?
Trump.
I love it.
The president is not a dictator. Right? They say he's a dictator because he's cleaning up the crime in his area. For some reason, cleaning up crime is a form of dictatorship now, right? But my thing is,
nobody says it is. You got to do it the right way.
How long were you in the service?
I was not in the service.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Well, how about you with the camera? Are you in the service, sir? You with the glasses?
does that
No,
take? Does that?
Service?
Look, don't attack him.
Yeah. So does that take his? Sir, can I ask you a question? For me not being in the service, does that take away my right for being able to counter protest? Does that take away of his right
Doesn't.
to?
I'm just asking a question.
Okay. Is there any context you want to ask that?
No.
Okay.
USA.
Well, here I wasn't in the service either. That's why I stopped him. Because that's not fair what he did to you. He's going to say you're not in the service, so you don't have rights.
So do you believe Trump is a dictator?
He wants to be a dictator.
And what makes you give that analogy?
Well, what makes me give that? Okay, do you realize that ICE has a bigger budget than the United States Marines? Did you know that?
How does that make a dictator?
Well, here's what it makes a dictator. Trump could not control the U.S. Marines because the U.S. Marines are the U.S. military, and he's not able to control that.
Would you like a mail-in ballot for Republicans?
But when you get that ICE, what he did was they removed the requirement for an ICE member to join ICE. You don't have to be a college graduate. Now, I agree with that, but listen to what that means. That means that if you don't have to be a college graduate, that means you don't have to be like approximately 21 or 22 years old. So you can be an 18-year-old kid coming out of college, and Trump's going to give you a $50,000 bonus to go out and do what he wants. And what he wants you to do is put on a mask and then treat people like shit.
But my question is our governor, Josh Shapiro, did the same thing. You don't have to go to college to be a state cop anymore.
That's right. That's
yes,
good.
We are lowering the age because they defunded the police and they made police and the military look so bad that nobody wants to do it anymore. We have even our men aren't joining the military anymore.
I agree with not requiring you to be a college educated. Okay, but I don't necessarily agree with lowering the age. I mean, there's a reason why we have age limits. There's a reason why you can't do certain. No,
that's an argument for a different time.
Because these people are not mature enough. And when you get somebody, when Trump, he's not offering $50,000 bonuses to 17 or 18-year-old kids to go put on a mask. I mean, you're right. Why do those people wear masks?
So what, the ICE agents?
You're not wearing a mask.
Can I tell you why ICE agents wear a mask?
Tell me.
What happens if you are a conservative or you do your job in this country? You have death threats. Look what just happened to Charlie Kirk. Right? Yeah. If you express your opinion, the other party, the opposite party, will kill you. So yes. Yes. What happens? What happens if
you're violating his rights?
But we're all over.
Why isn't there anybody younger than 50 in your group?
Are you a part of the boomers?
There are lots of them.
They're not really.
There are lots of them. You're obviously not talking to the right.
Can I tell you something?
Go for it.
The young Americans right here, young men are becoming more Christian and more conservative. And I promise you, the way we are going to defeat you, is we are going to have so many kids, and we are going to outnumber the radical left. Is what's going to happen because we're pro-life. Thank you for your time.
Am I the radical left?
If they get hit,
must be.
Get out of here. Come on.
What's wrong with being young and conservative?
Trump always conquers obstacles. Yep. Thank you.
You guys are so misled.
I love it. At least that guy was trying to be civil, but that lady just kept
putting a sign in front of his face. So here's what they're going to do. They're going to set you up. So why does that make us a fascist? What makes Trump a fascist?
How many of you are pedophiles like him?
He's not a pedophile.
Okay.
That is so funny.
Okay, so
You're an asshole.
why do you think that Trump is a pedophile?
How's that when you go to the supermarket?
What's in the books?
There's people that have testified.
Do you know that Bill Gates' wife divorced him because of the Epstein Island?
I don't care. I care about the president. That is affecting my life.
Were you a Bill Clinton supporter?
No.
I'm listening. Talk to me. I'm listening. I can tell you.
USA.
I'm not saying you are.
I'm a conservative. Okay. You believe Trump is a fascist?
USA.
I'm 60 years old since 1980.
Why do you think that?
He raped his own wife.
That's false.
No, he raped his own wife.
He never raped.
He raped his own wife, man. Come on.
You know what?
All he wanted to do is screw his own daughter.
Do you know that Donald Trump was one of the?
Okay.
You know that Donald Trump was one of the first people to let.
I know Donald Trump has been a failure at everything he's ever tried.
How? He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he made it off of our money after he was president. How much money did he make?
You don't think Trump's power and that?
You do realize Trump is the only president in history that was worth less when he left the White House, correct?
Okay. Wow. I wanted to say to that guy that Trump was one of the first people to let African Americans, with the whole West Palm thing, and he actually sued them about it.
We love Trump. 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 We love Trump.
At least some of them are slightly patriotic.
Yeah.
Some of them actually.
I love that they start chanting USA as a bad thing. It's like,
yeah.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump.
34 felonies, racist, criminal, racist. Yeah. So you guys all support this?
Trump is not racist.
Oh, no.
34 felonies of bullshit. Can you name me one of the felonies?
Can I name you?
Can you name me one of the felonies? Yeah, go ahead.
Look it up, buddy.
Oh, okay. We're chanting 34 felonies, but we're not gonna know what they are.
Yeah. It's super secret. Nobody knows about it.
If you
wait, you're supposed to have a list when you say super secret.
I just can't keep a straight face talking to these people.
I know. This guy's the most radical. He was like, you're Nazis.
Yeah, I heard it.
That's crazy.
Oh, there was that lady with the file folder that you're taking to the history class.
Yeah. What? Wow. Is that going to be your comeback? Size matters? Why don't you just have an intellectual conversation with me?
Pedophile!
Wow.
Pedophile!
They can't have intellectual conversation.
Yeah, I guess. Size matters. Okay. Good to know. What any of you guys not like to talk? That's all you have to say. God bless you. I pray for you. I will always pray for the opposite side.
The president's a pedophile. These people support pedophiles. The president's a pedophile. The president's a pedophile.
Damn.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump.
Can I ask you why you think Trump is a pedophile?
Because he's in the Epstein files. Have you seen what he said about his... Are you taping this?
Yes, I am.
You're going to tell me that you're taping this?
We're in public. I'm allowed to film wherever I'd like.
And actually, if you want to concern, Pennsylvania has a one-party consent law. So you know what? We're just going to leave you.
You find that you don't have any fucking health care.
She's going to make a problem of your journalism. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
You're going to be out in public chanting, but
I know.
I hate that.
You're outnumbered here. That's what's going to happen in the next electorate when both houses are turned.
Were you aware of the last presidential election? That was a landslide, and we're coming again next year.
You realize that Biden only won because people hated Trump, right? There is no way Joe Biden would have won an election if people did not hate Donald Trump after 4 years of him being in office.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, I do. I've hated Joe Biden my entire life. The only person worse than him is Donald Trump.
Why do you hate Donald Trump?
Why? Because he's attacking the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, and the Fifth Amendment. In the United States Constitution, does it say that citizens are guaranteed due process or all people?
I mean, it says that all people, but
all people are
if you come into this country illegally, you should be charged as a criminal. That's just how it is.
Charge them and process them. Do not send them to extrajudicial prisons outside this country without the due process that is guaranteed by the United States Constitution. The man you support is destroying the Constitution I represent.
You're dressed very patriotically, and my question to you...
Because I love this country. I hate Donald Trump destroying this country.
He's not destroying it.
He's trying to take away
You don't think Joe Biden can destroy it? You can't even afford a house now because of this.
You think Donald Trump made it better? The largest deficit,
right now,
the largest deficit in United States history was under Donald Trump.
Go look at gas
He just
down the street.
extended the debt ceiling. Look at gas last year. It was 1 cent lower than it is right now. If you look October 2024 and October 2025, gas is cheaper in 24 than it is now today.
Where are you from?
I'm living in Illinois City right now. I grew up in the great state of Alaska.
Okay, I'm from Illinois City too, and I can tell you this. The Cocoa Hut during Biden was $5.35. I have a picture of it on my phone for gas. The Cocoa Hut today is $2.92. $2.92.
Not the president.
Yes, I mean,
OPEC is in charge
when you're
of the price
buying
of gas.
gas from Venezuela, who is sanctioned gas, is going to be more expensive gas. We love Trump. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Yeah, I love it.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love J.D. Vance. We love Bobby Kennedy. You guys like Bobby Kennedy? You like Bobby Kennedy?
USA!
Do you like Bobby Kennedy?
USA!
Ask the kids in Texas who are dying from measles about Bobby Kennedy.
And you ask the people who live in this country who have health problems because they just wanted to eat food. You tell the people that have stomach diseases because they grew up eating cereal with petroleum in it, right? That your party did. That's why AOC and Elizabeth Warren were drinking synthetic dyes on Capitol Hill. Remember that. Remember that.
It's his right to speak.
Keep it moving.
You don't have to. We can stay here for a while.
Oh, it's so funny.
Did you see that video of AOC and Elizabeth Warren?
What is that?
Did you see that video of Elizabeth Warren and AOC drinking the synthetic dyes?
I think so, yeah.
COVID's gone.
COVID's gone, I love it.
No, we all got to chant. We got to be louder than them. We love Trump, all right? Let's go.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump.
You can do better than that.
We love Trump.
Biden was a traitor.
No, you don't.
We love Trump.
Why is Trump a traitor?
You're being misled. I
There's only two genders, yeah, buddy.
You know what? We should start chanting that.
I love that.
There are only two genders. There are only two genders. The radical left is very evil. Go Trump. There are only two genders. Go Trump. Go Donald Trump.
And there's no girls with you guys.
Where's the pedophile? Are you guys looking for the Epstein file?
Yeah, right. It is.
None of us are Nazis or fascists. That's crazy.
You all are.
That is a horrible ideology to believe. How are we sick in the head? You believe we're Nazis. You're the reason. I just want you guys to know.
Answer questions.
What do you think he's doing? What the fuck do you think he's doing?
Do you know why conservatives are dying at such a high rate compared to liberals? Because you are pushing a false narrative. That is a false narrative.
Shit, that's why.
That is. How could you even compare that? Seriously. What is sick? That is sick.
No,
You are
he is
comparing
sick.
conservatives
He
to Trump to
reads Mein
Nazis.
Kampf and he goes by it. What the hell is wrong with you? How do you not know this?
I'm
not saying it, they're saying it.
How found it? This is crazy. If you want to have a civil discussion and debate about this, we can. You don't want to.
Discussing anything with somebody who says, I love Trump, because you're an idiot. Can't have an intelligent conversation.
Well, we can. We can. I'm glad we have it with you. Yes, I'll have a civil discussion.
Here's the thing. You say we're not Nazis, we're not Nazis, we're not fascists. But every one of your leaders is getting caught with swastikas in their offices, supporting white supremacist group chats.
You tell me where Bobby Kennedy, J.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy, you tell me Donald Trump where they got caught with swastikas.
Yes,
they're all kiss asses. They're all kiss asses. They don't want to lose their job. That's
I
all
would
it
love to
is.
know how much you're getting paid to hold that sign. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
I wish.
The problem is we're not getting paid.
Howard,
The problem
okay.
is
So what makes
Where's your
Trump a
numbers
Nazi?
anyway?
Do you even know what a Nazi is?
Who the hell is
I know what a Nazi is. Tell me what a fascist or a Nazi is.
Fascist has nationalistic values, is using authoritarian violence to support their regime. Both of those things are very much happening in the GOP right now. And this is, brother, I tell you, this is someone who grew up a Republican.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Ripping Bobby Kennedy's name off the ballot, trying to remove Trump's name off the ballot, what is that a form of?
Which ballot are you referring to?
The presidential ballot.
Who did that? Why are you upset he won?
Nobody. When you take someone's name off a ballot, that is a form of radicalism.
Let me ask you a question.
Go to China and vote. Tell me what they do. They have one name on the ballot.
In New York, they have enough sworn affidavits to say that they voted for Kamala Harris to outnumber the amount of votes recorded, which is a sign that those were tampered with in favor of Trump.
So, but you didn't answer my question. So, taking someone's name off the ballot, is that not a form of radicalism?
No one got taken off just because someone attempted something.
Bobby Kennedy was taken off the ballot, and then when he endorsed
by his own party,
they took him off voluntarily.
When he was an independent,
no one forced him to do that.
What? They took his name off. Minnesota tried to take Trump's name off the ballot when he was running for president.
But they didn't succeed. So why are you mad?
Because that is showing you that is the radicals right there.
Insurrectionist.
He is not an insurrectionist.
He doesn't even belong anywhere near the White House.
That's correct.
What do you think
everything's
January
for
6th
sale.
was?
White House must go.
You know what? You should scratch that off, and you should put the governor's mansion in Pennsylvania, because we're going to flip Pennsylvania red, right?
You guys can go
we're going to flip Pennsylvania red next year, right? And you guys are going to see Pennsylvania's going to be so great. And
yeah, because we're doing so fucking great right now.
Oh, we're doing horrible. Pennsylvania's bad. I mean, our governor was signing bombs to send to Ukraine. That's a war. That's disgusting.
And yet
I want world peace. I don't want.
Just fine.
No, because Trump just bought peace in the Middle East.
Why don't you carry a Russian flag?
Yeah, peace on the ground. Yeah. You know what? I'll give it to you that. Sure. Finishing out executing Biden's peace plan is actually.
What about Syria? What about Syria?
What about Syria?
Syria was destabilized by the Rhino Republicans, and Trump just put the sanctions on them. But we're not going to talk about that. Trump is saving the Middle East. Trump is ending wars. Whatever is going on here, calling us Nazis and fascists, is crazy. That is a disgusting way to believe. That's horrible.
ISIS is doing right now?
They're deporting illegal immigrants.
Their job?
Yeah.
They're arresting and deporting illegal immigrants.
You notice how most of the people they're targeting are men, women, and children who are just doing their jobs. And they
do you realize that they have yet to target one person that is not an illegal immigrant?
That's flat out not true. There's been
that is 100% true.
That are U.S. citizens. Go actually listen to something outside of Pottsville.
Can you name me the guy who got deported to Venezuela?
You mean Obrigo Garcia?
Who was in the country illegally.
Who was here legally.
He was here
and
illegally.
Was not given a chance. Do you understand what due process means? Most of those people didn't get a chance to prove whether they're legal or illegal.
Listen,
you don't give them a chance
ISIS
to
deporting illegal immigrants. Right? There has not been one U.S. citizen who has been accidentally deported. That's not how that works.
I don't know what to tell you if you don't actually look at news.
For all of you guys here, I pray for you. And that
don't pray for me.
Like holding a Nazi flag up is disgusting. Like even having a swastika in public is disgusting.
You guys,
that's just a horrible way to think. It really is. And I hope you genuinely know we are not fascists and we are not Nazis. And that ideology that you're pushing is what's getting our people killed. I want you to know that.
Right.
I want you to know that.
Getting your people killed.
Did you read the bullets that assassinated our Charlie Kirk?
What?
They said fascist on it. Stop spreading that propaganda and hate.
No, you
stop. Disgusting.
You stop spreading your shit.
I'm talking with people, doing what we should be, having a civil discussion. I mean, you guys hate John Fetterman.
Yeah. How many senators were murdered and nobody gave a shit?
The ones who are murdered by a Democrat?
Fascist
he is not
pig
a racist fascist.
Gets killed
he is as a
by another racist fascist pig, and you want to blame us?
So you're calling the leftist liberal a racist fascist pig? What makes you think that?
He wasn't a leftist liberal.
Tyler
he was raised a radical.
He was a radical. They found the subreddits.
So what right wing person have you met that supports trans and supports every left wing ideology?
Yeah, well, that's because he got enlightened, I guess. I don't know.
I can't believe that. I'm very dumbfounded.
You were raised by his parents. You've probably done the same thing.
Chuck
Josh Shapiro is from Pennsylvania. Josh Shapiro is for senior citizens. Josh Shapiro is for the LGBT people.
No.
Yes,
vote for a governor to stay in office.
Didn't you just see James Comey have that?
So that Social Security is continually given to older Pennsylvanians.
Get out 47.
It means assassinate, yes. That's why James Comey is currently facing criminal charges for doing the exact same
former
thing.
FBI director literally is facing. That's crazy.
If I saw Trump face to face, I would destroy him. Literally, myself.
Wait, so
It's good to hear that you just basically admitted that you'd assassinate the president if you seen him. I appreciate that.
86.
You just said you destroy the president. You kill the president. Yes.
Personally, yes.
Okay, so you just admitted to wanting to kill the president. I'll make sure to forward that.
It's not real.
Say it to his face.
It's not real. Why don't you people use your heads?
Well, I thought because the radical left.
Let's go, Brandon, and have him in the back of a pickup truck tied up. Come on now. Use your heads, guys.
What are you talking about? You're supporting the assassination against President Trump. You're calling for it.
No, that means to get rid of.
And you just said you'd kill the president if he was in front of you. So there's that.
Oh my goodness.
So what?
Oh my goodness.
Are you really need to go back to school?
Dude.
You really need. These are all pedophile lovers. These are all pedophiles. I have a kid, and I'd kill anybody that tried to pedophile.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to get a good shot for you when you have your mug shot and everything.
I don't like pedophiles.
Wow.
Back off.
I really hope Kash Patel sees this. I really do.
I hope he does.
I really do.
I'm gonna send it in. Bug Eyes needs.
Would you like to give your name or anything? Where you're from, your name? Feel free. Alrighty.
None of your business.
Oh, they'll find you. They'll find you. It's crazy.
I've never witnessed this in my life.
I know. Like what?
Wow.
Teachers, all we try to tell kids is like, don't touch kids, use your words. And that's all we ever do. We all use his words.
And we're not here to spew hate. We want to just get we love our president, right? And we're gonna fight for that. And we also want to know, like those people had lots of fun over there. You know what I mean? And but I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you.
Yes, and I appreciate you talking also.
And you said you're a teacher. That's beautiful. You are educating the youth for the future.
Like I said, it's like, nope, we gotta use our words. And then just to see someone get shot for using their words, that killed a part of me.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful, though. You're teaching the youth, and say that.
And I appreciate that. I really enjoy talking to people, even if, we probably won't agree on a lot of things, but there's no need to scream names at each other. We're all here for civil discourse. We might not agree, but that doesn't mean we're not allowed to talk.
Exactly, and I think we all want good things for each other. I want great things for you guys too. And that's,
same thing with you.
It's one country, guys.
We're all a country.
That's the beautiness and the common ground. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank
you. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a Raptor, yeah.
What is it? Suicide dumb, bro.
Oh man.
Where you all going? I know the ones that are in Mexico are endangered, so I actually support the fight with those. The ones that are still in wild, they're endangered, and they eat off the floating gardens, they're called. But I like that. And we should bring more awareness to that, because the last ones that are actually out in the open are going extinct. So I support it.
You're the one leaving.
My goal is to debate absolutely every person that is here one of these days.
That'd be awesome.
USA. We don't want kings, we don't want tyrants, and we don't want pedophiles.
Well, we're not asking for that either.
But you're supporting.
We're not supporting that.
37-time convicted felon who's trying to take away gun rights.
Your party was Bill Clinton.
No.
Bill Gates.
Never accuse me of being a Democrat. I hate Joe Biden. He's the second worst president we've had, only surpassed by Donald Trump. The only reason Joe Biden won the election was because people voted not Donald Trump.
Or it could have
because
been
this country was willing to vote not Donald Trump.
It could have been the fact that Luzerne County ran out of voting paper during the votes, and
Funny. How come there's no
Philadelphia
actual
had over 100,000 more people than registered to vote.
Except for no, that's not true.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Instead of saying
You're
yes
citing
or no,
you're citing falsehoods.
Instead of
those
saying
are
yes
not.
or no,
Those did not actually happen.
We should be able to have that discussion.
We could. And I can show you the proof where those investigations were done, and that was proven to be false. I can show you the legislation that Donald Trump passed that was ruled unconstitutional attack on the Second Amendment.
So
you just told me that never happened. Look up the bump stock ban.
The lady that I know, she would go, and when they were
Do you know
counting
what
the votes,
hearsay is?
it was nice talking.
You're talking about one single individual. I'm talking about the investigation that was done across the board. Yeah, you know what? Your town, my town, used to be a stronghold of socialism.
No.
Yes.
No.
The Molly Maguires were socialists.
The Molly Maguires fought against that.
No, the Molly Maguires fought against the mine owners.
They fought against
broke
minors
into your
because it was like a
house,
form of
it took away your kids'
No,
living
the mine owners were not communists. I don't think you understand what communism is.
Go to
Do you believe Joe Biden is a Marxist?
If I was an illegal, I would feel like I probably should have came in legally before having my children.
They're not just
hurts
going
me every
after,
time I hear it.
quote unquote illegal people. They're going
Yes, they
after
are.
people who are working
No,
to
Joe Biden's
further
94 crime bill is one of the most destructive pieces
No, they're
of
not.
legislation that ever happened. Joe Biden.
You do realize that every single person they're targeting is targeted. They're not picking random people. Every single person is targeted.
They're picking random people.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. How do you explain a legal Italian immigrant who ran an Italian visa was just taken by ICE? He's a citizen.
How many citizens have been arrested by ICE? Zero.
I mean, I was
Absolutely zero.
I was a fan of Gary Johnson.
Thank you for your time.
I think Jill Stein was a horrible candidate by the Green Party.
He was, and Dr. Ron Paul ran as an independent before he had to get his conservative view.
Oh, off the street.
So I think he had some things that were not the greatest ideas, but many times he was correct.
Yeah.
I think if Ron Paul was representative of what the Democrats were today, we would not have these people out here.
That's an interesting thing. That is definitely an interesting thing.
I think the Republican Party has lost their way, and I think it needs to start supporting workers and not Elon Musk.
So can I tell you why I like Donald Trump, right?
Sure.
Because Dr. Ron Paul, right? Or I'm sorry, Ron Paul was one of the first conservatives to actually be against the Afghanistan war, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was booed off stage when he was running against Mitt Romney, Newt Gingrich, and all of them. And then Donald Trump came, opposed the war, and everybody booed him. And he still had the support because he said they're your donors.
Sure, but Donald Trump has more troops deployed worldwide right now than Joe Biden did.
But
we are in more war zones. We are not stopping wars. We are starting wars. Our deal with Israel is ridiculous. We made a deal with Israel for a ceasefire with Lebanon a year ago, and they have been bombing Lebanon every single day first, making a mockery of Donald Trump.
So how do you feel about
Hamas? Since the ceasefire in Gaza, the IDF has killed over 14 people just in the last week since Donald Trump announced a ceasefire.
So what about in Hamas executing, right, the Israelis right before the peace treaty was signed?
What are you talking
There
about?
was a video of them doing public execution.
No.
Are you aware of that?
No, because that did not happen.
Okay, so
you're talking about old footage that was used from previous times.
Can I tell you most conservatives think? Both sides are bad, but we want world peace. That is what we want.
So support a candidate that is for it, not Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is increasing our military budget and put us into more war zones than anyone has since Barack Obama, who was also a warmonger.
No, to tell you that, so, for example, if we had United States troops in Ukraine when Putin was about to invade, Putin would have not invaded, because everyone knows you are not going to invade where the United States is. It's a form of negotiation.
You realize we had a base there when he invaded, right?
And what did Biden do? What did Biden do? Biden let the invasion happen. We knew leading up to this it was going to happen. We knew months. We knew 6 months before.
How much do you know about the Maiden protest? How much do you know about the Maiden protest? The CIA-led coup that overthrew the democratically elected government in Ukraine, that's kicked off the 14-year-long Ukrainian civil war that was taking place up until the moment Russia invaded.
Okay, I mean that's very far-fetched.
It's not far-fetched. It's fairly well documented.
I can have
even Donald Trump talked about
common ground here for you.
I say broken clocks. You know, Donald Trump was right when he talked about that. When he talked about the fact that Russia was there because of the fact that the Ukrainian civil war was going on and that our deep state was responsible for it.
Lost.
That's Donald Trump saying that. I'm agreeing with Donald Trump on something.
And I can tell you this
I don't
right
think
now.
he's going to fix it,
I
but
think
he said the right thing in that case.
There are still rhinos in both parties, Democrat and Republican. Mitch McConnell is a perfect example of somebody who profited off the Ukrainian war. Right?
Mitch McConnell's a freaking puppet. Who's
Okay,
popped up on
but
a
what
stick.
I'm saying is now we have a president who is actually coming in and creating world peace.
No,
right?
he's not.
And we are. And look, wait,
See,
wait.
you're buying
You
this
talk. Let
falsehood.
me talk.
You're buying this
and
falsehood.
It's the same thing
You're
with
telling
Syria.
me a lie.
It's the same thing with Syria.
If
Trump just lifted the sanctions on
why
Syria.
did Israel just bomb Lebanon? That we
But
brokered the peace deal
Hamas
between them.
publicly executed.
What does
Why?
Hamas have to do
the
with
ink
Lebanon?
wasn't even dry. during it.
Lebanon, not Gaza, not Palestine.
Listen, you have somebody who is in office who is trying to bring world peace, right? The
No.
Bush Republicans
We
are
have someone in
rhinos,
office
they're war
who is trying to
criminals.
funnel more and more money into the private sector, and he's
That is
doing
exactly
it by
what Biden
lying
did.
to
That is a
you
Democrat.
and the other
That is a
electors who have
Democrat.
voted
That's what
for
Biden did. That's what Biden did. Look how much money the corrupt politicians, Republican and Democrats, made off the Ukrainian war. Read that and then come back to me.
Okay.
Google search that right now and I'll tell you. Because there were Republicans and Democrats.
You're right, it was.
Nancy
It was both
Pelosi,
sides
there
of the
were
party.
Mitch McConnell.
And nothing is being held against them, even though Donald Trump is in office.
I mean, but
if he was actually against this stuff, why is he not holding people accountable to that?
do you know there's?
If he
do you
actually
know,
cared,
you know in the
why
federal
is he against
government
the
there's
release of the
statute of
Epstein
limitations, right?
Why is he against?
Do you know
the
there are
release?
statute of limitations?
Not
right?
against treason.
Oh, there's for a lot actually. He's trying to go after Obama right now for spying on his campaign, and what's stopping that is the statute of limitations.
No, what's stopping about that is the fact that the CIA has spied on every campaign by both parties since the 1960s.
Or the fact that when Biden and Trump were
It's
running,
standard
the
operating
fact that
procedures for
the
both
CIA
parties.
and the FBI, I mean, if you read the Twitter files, went to the Twitter headquarters and said, suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story. That is a form of election
right.
interference.
And I'm
nobody
against the
got arrested for
Democrats.
that. But nobody got arrested for that.
You're right, because it's not illegal. It's an election interference, but it's not illegal to ask.
It is illegal to have election interference.
It's illegal for them to make it an official act, for them to use government pressure officially.
I think
there's this bullshit in our government where if you just ask someone, it's like if a police violates your rights by asking you and you agree to it. It doesn't matter that those were your rights that just got violated because you agreed when he asked you. They are allowed to ask.
But nobody agreed.
Was it right?
To spy
No,
on the
it
Trump
wasn't
campaign.
right.
Nobody agreed to that.
I wouldn't be so sure. There was leakers within the Trump campaign releasing things. There's people being prosecuted right now who were Trump staffers who wrote books about their time in office who are now being prosecuted for their First Amendment rights to talk about what they saw.
And there's also people coming forward that Tulsi Gabbard is uncovering about the corruption that the Democratic Party had in the White House.
How come they're only after the Democrats? How come it's a partisan issue? How come it's not corruption on both
Because
sides?
Republicans-
You said it's both sides,
Republicans
but they're only
are not
going
spying
after
on
one
campaigns.
side.
I mean, if you try to refer to the whole Richard Nixon thing, that was years and years ago.
It hasn't stopped. You think it's stopped since then?
It's definitely stopped.
No.
It's 100%.
No, it has not.
Conservatives are not spying on campaigns.
Okay, you're very false in that.
But
sure.
The most, and I'll answer that, the most redeeming quality with Trump that I really appreciate is the fact that America has been bullied by every other country. We are walked on by Putin, we were walked on by China, we were walked on by Justin Trudeau, and we finally have somebody who comes in with, and I say it, with some balls, and like when Putin was walking, you see the B-52 stealth bomber going over his head. It's like now America's back. Like we're no longer getting walked on. I think it's Trump's best thing.
I need to specify though, what entails walked on? Because that's like extremely vague verbiage.
So other countries have imposed tariffs on us for years. Like this is not something new, right? You could even go when you buy maple syrup at the store from Canada, you're always paying a slight tariff for it, right?
Yeah.
The United States was able to finally put tariffs on other countries and pay their fair share, right? And it's the same thing as like with NATO or other countries that we protect. Like Japan did like 1/3 of what they were actually supposed to support, and now Japan actually has to upfront the amount of money.
I mean, I'm not too sure about Japan specific. Oh, sorry. I got distracted. Okay, I'm not sure about Japan specifically, but I do know that a lot of these numbers that he was coming up with, hold on, I'll have to find it for you.
Yeah.
It was someone did the breakdown
No, it's
on
not
the
ours.
math
Nope.
to figure out where these percentages to, add these tariffs came from. Hold on. I got you.
Is there any other questions too while you're searching that up?
No.
That I could tell you from our side of the aisle?
Is there anything that concerns you?
I see you have like a gay pride flag. Like I want you to know, the vast majority of conservatives, we support gay rights. We like Donald Trump literally endorsed the first gay ambassador.
It's not.
And-
Electing
someone who is like gay or like a You understand that concept.
But not even just that, though. It's the fact that gay marriage is set to go back to the Supreme Court, right, to have its case heard. The person leading that charge is Kim Davis, most people know her as the gay cake lady who refused to bake a cake for gay people. And yeah, she's leading the charge on trying to overturn gay marriage. And a few years ago, we got told that we're a bunch of snowflakes, that's not going to happen, that would never happen, they're not going to overturn it. And it's like, as time goes on...
eyebrows don't fit, you must acquit.
But as time goes on, though, it's like the goalposts keep moving, and now gay marriage is set to go back to the Supreme Court. My rights are being challenged, and it's for what?
But gay marriage is not, and I want you to know there are a lot of gay conservatives out there, right? Scott Pressler is one of them.
Yeah,
right?
that's how I was going to mention that.
And Scott Pressler is one of them, and he got hate actually from both sides when he took a picture with his boyfriend in Harrisburg. Right?
Yeah.
But you have to understand, on each side of the spectrum, there's going to be people we don't like. There's going to be far left people you guys don't agree with, and there's far right people that I don't agree with.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, I've received hate from both sides of the aisle.
I mean, we're here and we're they're giving us the Democratic email, and we're not even like saying we're happy with Democrats right now. We're actually really pissed.
Yeah, most people.
But do you feel like MAGA is its own? Like MAGA is not Republicans anymore. Like MAGA is its own party.
So when it comes to this, because I believe that we're like true conservatives now, and I say that because that the conservative party that was before us were the war criminals, like the Bushes, right? The Cheneys, and the people who I despise. I really despise that.
Frankly, every single president, like Obama included, Clinton included, every single one of them has done something worthy of making them a war criminal.
Yeah.
Like
Hillary Clinton should genuinely be in jail for what she did in Benghazi.
But you don't think that Trump should be in jail for anything that he's done?
I was going to say, I'm fine with talking about Hillary. Yeah, but I think that's what I have an issue with.
Well, my thing is like from our perspective, like he's really created world peace. So I actually have family in Ukraine, right? I have family who had to buy their way out of the country. My cousin is in Spain, and some of them are in Florida now, right? Because of the war that like Joe Biden created. Like we knew that Russia was going to invade. You know what I mean? But the fact that this could have been prevented if Trump was in office, and it definitely would have. They weren't gonna invade.
But he won't admit that he's against it. You get him in a room, he will not say it.
The problem is when it comes to negotiation tactics, you must keep your enemies close, right? And I can tell you this as somebody who's like a business owner.
But then why
the first thing I am doing is going to my
away?
competitors and learning from them. You know what I mean? Because that's how it is. And if I'm not mistaken, Trump's now letting Ukraine play offense against Russia.
Well, yeah, now that it's an obvious uproar against.
And they've had a fifth of their land already taken, so yeah.
But and I'm not going to disagree. You know, Trump's definitely, he could be very vocal. Oh, I could stop this war in a day. I don't think he really realized that when it comes to a war, this takes months. This could take years at some point. You know what I mean?
Is there anything that he could do that would make you stop supporting him?
Actually, yeah.
Honestly, and I have even said this, if he was in the Epstein files, if there was solid proof that he did things with minors.
If there wasn't.
Because
But there's Katie Johnson's testimony.
yes, but if you do look at the past with her, she has accused countless billionaires of different things.
Well, yes, because billionaires are innocent.
Oh, well, yeah, I agree that every billionaire, not sure every, but every billionaire is probably guilty of something.
If everything against him, if you're going to say you just don't believe it's true, then we can't actually have a good faith.
So here's my conversation. I definitely believe that when it comes to rape and sexual misconduct, it's definitely brushed under the rug in the United States. We saw that with the P. Diddy trial, right? How many months did he get?
Considering pardoning him.
Right.
He said he would consider pardoning him.
He asked for a pardon. Ghislaine Maxwell asked for a pardon too.
And he said
he said he wasn't going to do it.
And he said he wasn't going to do it.
Who moved her to the low security prison?
She was moved to do the interview. It was in Florida. She got moved to do the interview. So
and she's not there anymore?
No, so they do the interviews where you can basically say everything you know, but it can't be criminally used against you, is what that interview was. If Trump was in the Epstein files, I would definitely lose all respect. Right?
Listen to the women who are speaking up.
But here's my thing. Do you like Bill Gates?
Not really.
Why are we changing
No,
the
he's
wait. Bill Gates' wife divorced him because he was in the Epstein files.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because the people who are in the Epstein files, I don't respect.
But I'm saying,
and Trump's.
why don't you listen to the women who say?
Because some people just do it to get reaction. It's just how it is.
But what you'll do I want to have like faith that you really like. If you.
Not you. It's funny.
If you truly, if you're saying that like really, the only thing that could make you not support Trump would be if he was in the Epstein files. Yet, if it came out, because now he's saying that they're a hoax, right?
That they
Trump
the thing
is
that he's
saying that it's a Democrat hoax.
He's
right?
gone on
He said that
social
multiple
media to
times,
say
and why are we still talking? Does the victims of Epstein matter to you? Is that an issue for you? Like, does it matter to you that they receive justice? Can you answer that question? Does it matter to you that they receive justice?
Yes.
Okay. So, why are you supporting a president who is downplaying and trying to get this issue out of the spotlight?
Did you see the CNN interview where they had the Epstein victims and they asked if Trump was involved in any sexual misconduct, and the entire group said no?
I have not seen that, but I have seen a lot of testimony, including Katie Johnson.
Because Lee Maxwell
and she
said that they were just
Where did Katie Johnson go?
Well,
and then the main thing, and the thing with Trump saying that it was a hoax. The thing that he was saying was a hoax was that there's a list of people who had sexual offenses with children. The list that they're trying to say is out is a list of people that Epstein was associated with. Where yes, Trump, I believe it was Trump used Epstein's plane when his was in the shop. So they're saying, oh, that's proof that Trump is in the Epstein files. The thing that he is saying is a hoax is the files that say, here is a list of every single person that had sex with a child or had sexual misconduct with a child. He's saying that doesn't exist. That is the Democrat hoax that he's saying.
I'll give you my personal opinion because I'm deep into the Epstein files.
Do you guys, one of you have kids?
No, I don't.
Okay. That makes a difference because I do.
Okay.
No, it does make a difference because you're men.
No, you're good.
You're men without kids.
Yeah, but I also don't see that as I'm not alled to have an opinion or something.
I didn't say you're not allowed
Yeah,
to
but
have
it's
an
not
opinion.
going to affect. I have a little sister, right?
It's a different opinion.
Just to give you an idea of how my brain is with the Epstein files, is number one, right? A lot of this has been destroyed, and we've seen this when Kash Patel when they first got in, when they asked to send the FBI files. They asked the FBI in New York to send the files to the White House. They were actively destroying them, right? So I think it was a mix of Obama, Biden, and then Trump's, the Attorney General was a Bill Barr. Bill Barr was also around when, Epstein got the sweet deal. But don't forget, Bill Barr and Trump didn't get along. Bill Barr then launched an investigation against...
gargled down to the balls on Trump up until the very end.
Bill Barr is the most corrupt individual in the world.
Yes, and I agree with you. And I hate that you're making me defend him. But it's like, he gargled down to the balls on Trump.
Yeah, because...
up until the end, when it came to, the certification of the election and talking about election fraud, and he was like, there is nothing. And Trump hated that.
So, we just got done with the No Kings 2.0 protest. Yeah, a lot of angry people. My plan was to just walk up to people and talk to them and stuff, and have a civil conversation, but I didn't expect there to be a group of Trump supporters, so I mainly just joined up with this group of dudes from a local town around here, so that was pretty cool. He did a lot of the talking, but I did some of the talking. I'm still learning a little bit, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. A lot of angry people. A lot of people screaming fascist, screaming pedophile, stuff like that. That one lady who said she would kill Trump if he was right in front of her, which is insane to me. The dude with the swastika in public, it's just crazy to me. And they wonder why left-wing people do more violence. This is why. I'm thankful there was 4 or 5 people out of the group of, I'd say maybe 60 people. The funny thing is most of them were over 60 too, or 60 also. It's funny because the one older lady came up to me. She's like, why are all you guys 15 or younger? Which is funny because none of us are 15. And I'm like, why are all you guys, none of you are under 50? And she's like, oh, well, you do. Anyway. But yeah, it was fun to engage with some of these people, even though most of the time they don't really know their answers. They don't know what they're talking about. But it was just so much hate. And it's funny because most of the protests I've seen online, I was just coming to confirm if this is what happens, and it was 100% what happens. These people were screaming at the top of their lungs. You could tell that they're almost acting possessed. It's pretty crazy. But thankfully, there was no violence. I'd say they were peacefully protesting. Besides, it's okay, they were using their First Amendment rights. But I plan on trying to upload the unedited footage, so this may be a long video you're viewing, but I will upload random clips and stuff like that as we go on. But yeah, overall, I think it went pretty well. Of course, the Trump supporters, the group we had like 6 or 7, and of course we're the minority, but it was still cool. Some of the people, again, I thank you to the four or so people that actually had a civil conversation with us, even though we don't agree. It was nice to be able to have a civil conversation with some people and not have to worry about hate getting thrown after having all those people screaming in our faces wanting us dead. It was cool to see a civil conversation with some people that we definitely don't agree with, but it was just cool to have the civil conversation. Although the last one, we only got part of the conversation on here, but the last one we were talking to, near the end of the conversation, it just turned into basically them calling us racists. And that's how that conversation ended. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize if it's incredibly long, because it is, but I just wanted to document this part of history. And again, these protests, of course, they're exercising their First Amendment. There was no one really causing a physical harm or doing anything like that, but people are definitely enraged about things that they made up in their own mind. So yeah, no Antifa, thankfully.